It's spring 2013. I'm holding a letter that had defined all the decisions I had made up to this point. It was my eviction letter. This is the story about my depression. In 2013, shit hit the fan. I had lost my full ride scholarship for the spring semester and was also on academic probation for college. At the same time, I had a falling out with all three of my roommates and then left the apartment without any notice. So now I was stuck on a lease for spring 2013 by myself. I had no money, no scholarship, and I was on academic probation. All the sacrifices my family made to get me to UC Berkeley was about to go down the drain. I had depression. You see, I never knew that there was healthy ways and destructive ways to deal with bad situations. I opted for destruction, as that was the easiest route, by becoming an addict to alcohol. I drank at least 3 to 4 days a week, drowning my sorrows away. Sometimes so fucked up that I would throw up at 3 a.m. just to wake up the next day to do it again. I had a couple months to come up with the money. If I didn't, I would financially not be able to go to school and graduate. You ever just sit in class and wonder why the fuck are you even there? That was me. I literally ate ramen noodles every day at that time because I had no money to buy food, too ashamed to ask my family for food. Then, going through this, I had a dark thought that I never thought in my life I would have had. I wanted to kill myself, just to stop the pain and shame that I felt. I grew up in East Oakland. I'm used to drive-bys, gang violence, but this was different. I was not prepared for this. I felt so much shame for wasting the big opportunity I had at the best public university in UC Berkeley. So much shame for wasting the sacrifices my mom and my grandparents made for me to get to this point. I was ready to drop out of college and try to find a regular job with my high school diploma. If there was light at the end of the tunnel, I could not see it. I was ready to leave. I was depressed in spring semester 2013. And the scary thing was, you could not tell I had depression. In front of my friends, in front of people, I was still the same goofy, humble guy. But really, I was dying on the inside. And I wanted to make that permanent, inside and out. Finally, somehow mustered the courage to tell my mom about what happened. She supported me all the way unconditionally, as any mother would. There was no way she was going to let me drop out of college. No way. She took out money from her retirement funds that she's worked so hard for to cover for my tuition for college. This was the first step away from alcoholism, first step away from depression, first step away from suicide. So now that I was able to at least pay for the semester to go to college, that wasn't enough. I was still stuck in an emotional hole so far deep, I needed to change inside if I was to bring my grades up. I needed to find something positive to channel my emotions to. The tone I had with myself made me realize that I genuinely hated myself. I needed to change that. That's where lifting came in. Growing up, I was always self-conscious about how my body looked, feeling small and skinny. But in 2013, I was an all-time low. I never felt so out of shape, so insecure about my body, so defeated from life. I figured, hey, lifting is better than drinking every weekend. So I just started going a couple times a week towards the end of the spring semester. And trust me, I was scared as hell of getting hurt. I had no idea how to do any exercises. How would I feel going to a gym where there's fit people who just look like they have their life together, and then there's me? I had anxiety just thinking about it. This was going to be a rough journey, but you know what? I wanted to feel some control over something in my life, and lifting was my opportunity. So I lifted, and got better at it over time through a lot of struggles and failures. After my first lifting sessions, I just felt amazing, more healthy, strong, confident, and no lie, I felt like a Super Saiyan with those nice pumps post-workout. Lifting became the shovel to help me dig out of the emotional hole of depression I was in. I was able to get my full ride scholarship back, able to terminate my lease early, and I graduated from college. And I still live to this day. Looking back, I learned 3 key lessons. Number 1, You're responsible for how you respond to any event. I chose alcohol. I chose to feel sorry for myself when shit hit the fan. But with the support of my mom, I chose to live. I chose to persevere out of academic probation. Number 2, you never really know if someone is depressed. Depression isn't just someone who shows it externally that life sucks and they don't want to do anything no more. It's not always visible. I was still happy on the outside, still hung out with friends, but inside, I was so depressed. I was so ashamed, felt worthless inside. Number 3, you were never alone. My mom was a big part of helping me get through this point, and nothing I would ever do would ever repay it back for it. Like Tupac said, you are appreciated. If you have depression, just know that there are other people around you who might be going through the same pain, through the same suffering. Don't feel ashamed for your depression. Your feelings matter. I mean, we are all human after all. I want to end this video with the story of how I got my freedom feather tattoo. I got the tattoo because of the time I had depression in college. It reminds me that no matter what happens, I always have the freedom to respond how I want to respond to any bad situations. The freedom feather will always remind me that if I could get through my depression in 2013, I can get through anything that comes my way. I overcame my depression with the support of my mother, with lifting, and I wanted to share you my story. I want you to know that you are not alone. I was there too. And if you enjoyed this video and it resonated with you in any way, please do share it. And if you want more exclusive content, I'll also share with you the top 5 tips that I learned as a beginner to build the best nutrition plan. And you can get that right now once you sign up on the email list. It's in the description below. There you'll learn the mistakes that I made and the things that you should focus on your nutrition plan. And I'll see you in the next video.